Hey friends, Doug Addison here. It's August 30th, 2018, and I want to get you this word 10 down, 10 days to count down to liftoff. It's what the Lord spoke to me today, and 10 days from now starts Rosh Hashanah. That's the Jewish New Year, and I've been talking a lot about it because I want to prepare you for this time of year. It's a time of year we can hear God very, very clearly. And we basically, it's when God opens the books and He begins, your book of life gets open. You can find this. One of the places is, I think, Psalm 139:16. I think I got it right. Maybe I got it wrong. Sorry. I think it's your book of life. That's one of the places. Also, you'll find it in Daniel chapter 7, verse 10, where the court of heaven opens the books. And this is just the time of year that God's doing it. Now, listen, I'm a times and seasons prophet. I hear God. I get the daily prophetic words. I get monthly, and I can come into agreement with these things. Let me tell you, one of the things that allows me to do it is simply aligning with some of these Jewish holidays. I don't celebrate them because we're not under the law of Moses. You don't have to celebrate. It's not going to make any difference. But you can prepare yourself to hear God during these times. God told me this. He said, in 10 days, get ready for liftoff, because He said this: I'm going to lift things off my people. So it's going to start in 10 days, and it's going to roll all the way through the end of September. Things are going to start to be revealed and healed. And this is the time in which the heavens are open and we can hear God much more clearly. We can gain greater strategies and understanding of what God's doing. And then again, God says, I'm going to do a shift, a quick shift in the next few months over my people. So, as a times and seasons person, I just simply align with some of these holidays, get myself ready. I take time. You may want to do that. I've been releasing a lot of stuff. You don't have to celebrate these exact days or anything like that, but I'll just let you know, just so you can understand that Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, starts sundown September 9th, goes through sundown September 11th. Then 10 days later is Yom Kippur. It's the Day of Atonement, which God seals your verdict for the following year. That starts September 18th through September 19th. Now, as a times and seasons person, I just align myself with pretty much with just these two. The Feast of Tabernacles that's coming later in the month as well. I take time to set myself aside for that. And also two major ones that come in different time of year, which is Passover and Pentecost. Now, I was talking to my really good friend David Herzog, who is Jewish. We just recorded a podcast yesterday, and we're going to release that a little bit later in September, about understanding these things, that we're not under the law of Moses. But he said, as a Jewish person, he said, listen, you wonder why Jewish people are blessed. It's because they understand the seasons and the festivals. They understand these things, and that aligns them with the ability to hear God during the times, to go through a time of forgiveness. That's what Yom Kippur is. It's a time of repentance. We should be doing that all the time anyway, but also the same with Passover. It's a time to get strategies like Moses did to pass over your house. So that's just the basics. It's not being under the law. It's not celebrating the holiday. It's lining yourself up and making yourself available. It's the alignment that happens with these times of year. So get ready to receive. And as a times and seasons prophet, I get it early. I usually get it about 2 to 3 weeks early. Just last Sunday, my book of life was open. And I went through a process. It actually took me, I worked with the Lord and with my whole household, with my team, my family that's involved with me, and walked through the process of a promotion. And I got my promotion. My book of life was opened last Sunday, and I got it early so I could tell you what's about to come. and I get this happens to me every year, and I usually write a book. Actually, I do write a book each year, right at this time, and it's called The Prophetic Forecast. This will be volume 4 this year since I started in 2015. And here's what happened. Honestly, the Lord is so much going on. I just want to give you this heads up. Matthew 13:35. This was about Jesus. It was a prophecy from the Old Testament that Jesus fulfilled. And it said, I will open my mouth in parables and I will utter things hidden since the creation of the world. Now, Matthew 13, if you really want to dive in, go into the parables. And in Matthew 13, a little bit earlier in that chapter, Jesus tells why he speaks in this hidden language. And he also gives some clues. He said the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven have been hidden from everybody else, but not from you. And he says, whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. And whoever does not have, even what he had will be taken away. Now, what he's talking about there is the understanding of parables, dreams, visions. It's supernatural eyes to see and ears to hear. Jesus says this, that you will have an abundance if you align yourself with this part of the Father. And you will have it, and that's my case. Ever since I've done this, I've aligned myself. I've gotten rid of anything that was holding me back, with my language and judgments. I do all that, but I also align myself. But the Lord said this: He's going to release things, same as Matthew 13:35. He's going to release things hidden since the creation of the world this year during Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Mysteries that have been hidden are now going to be released. And it's needed for the coming revival. The enemy has come in like a flood. Isaiah 59:19. The enemy has come in like a flood, and God is now going to release a new standard. And the only way he can do that is to give you deeper understanding. He's going to give you mysteries. And he's also going to lift off things off of you. So I'm living this out just today. Every day this week, the Lord's been revealing strategies for me, lifting things off. Today, now this might not be for you, but because of my case, stepping into my promotion and into what God's doing, I had to, each day, like today, he revealed to me 55 hidden things the enemy was trying to hold me back, and I was able to graciously take them into the court of heaven and pray and release 55 things today that was holding me back. Now, 5's the number of grace, and there's plenty of grace. This was a sign. The Lord said, tell my people, this is what's coming this year, is revelation into the mysteries, and he's going to lift off of you. So in 10 days, get ready to lift off. In one way to hear God, the other way is to get strategies from heaven that will lift off of you. Now, I'm going to be talking more about this on my Spirit Connection webcast. It's next Wednesday, September 5th. I do it the first Wednesday of every month. It'll be at 6 p.m. Los Angeles time, Pacific. And you'll want to tune in because I'm going to be releasing the prophetic word, the bigger prophetic word the Lord gave me. But I've been releasing things to help you. I just came out with a new blog, and the things that were sealed are now being revealed is the name of it. And over the next few weeks, we're going to see this. My prophetic word for last month was actually talking about the mysteries being sealed and now revealed. And that was for the month of August. Now watch these things get revealed. So check out my blog where I walk you through this and give you some greater insight and understanding how to prepare. And also I released a new podcast this week, episode 64. And I did a special a special podcast called Prophecy Dreams and the coming in the days of awe 2018. Days of awe are the time between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. It's a time, the whole month is going to be wild, but you'll want to check out this podcast. It's for free, and I actually walk you through things that I've learned during the time and some words the Lord has given me as far as what's going to happen over the next few months and years even. While you're at my website, DougAddison.com, be sure to download my new free ebook. It's 4 keys to change your life. These are the things I want you to get in your spirit. Please get this out to people. Get the ebook. There'll be a special offer as well for some audios that are not available anywhere else, and there are 3 audios we're going to sell you for cost. So check that out on my website. Also, I teamed up with an expert guest attorney, Elizabeth Nixon, on my last online workshop that we did in the month of August called Gateway to Your Destiny, Getting Results in the Courts of Heaven. The replay for that is going to go away tomorrow. It's at the end of the month, August 31st. It's going away tomorrow. It's going back in the vault. So if you'd like to get that, go to my website right now, DougAddison.com. So power, it was fully 3 hours packed of revelation, activation, and understanding. Plus, you come away with it. You get the notes to be able to, use it to help others with it. Also, with it, you'll get a petition from Elizabeth Nixon that the Lord gave her as an attorney and as a Courts of Heaven attorney, and you can file this petition on your behalf. We're already getting stories back of people getting a breakthrough, but you only have till tomorrow to do that. And so, also, if you're consider joining our team. If you're in the area of marketing, we're looking for an online marketing manager. It's with our Inlight Connection team. You don't have to live here. You can live right where you are, because it's a work from home management position, and it oversees our digital marketing teams. And the Lord told me to announce this because there's someone who needs to be part of this, and they just haven't answered the call yet. And you have to understand, you really just go to DougAddison.com/jobs, and don't just apply if you need a job. You need to be qualified, and God has to speak to you. But I believe the right person's going to come alongside of us with our spirit-led marketing. We're not like regular marketers, but the Lord, I believe Jesus, really, he understood marketing because he positioned himself in certain places. He would say things at certain times. I've done a full study on this, and so we're just expanding our team right now. We also have a sale. If you want to go to my website, DougAddison.com, you can go to the store, and 25% off of everything again through tomorrow, August 31st. And if you need to get some of my resources and my training, online training, things like that, and consider giving. We don't take offerings or anything, but we just ask if people could graciously help us, because we do most of our stuff for free. A couple things a month we have to charge for, because they are bigger production. It helps us to do what we do. And we also have partners that help us to do what we do. So DougAddison.com/give. You can actually join my monthly mentoring group. I have a Facebook group and a private Facebook portal, and a monthly partner. And these are people who support us every month. I do a mentoring video each month that isn't out to anybody else, but to all those wonderful people who've been supporting us. We really appreciate. Plus, I pray for you every day. And so you can also give by text, by LOVE to 45888. All right, you know what? It's going to be a great time. 10 days from now, get ready for the countdown, for the liftoff, and things are going to really go to a new level. All right, God bless you. Hope you have a great weekend.